Well, hello. Today I've decided, because I've been feeling so poorly lately, I've had a really bad cold and the temperature has dropped here in Thailand. Probably for the first time I've felt it this cold. It's been, what, Dale? Down to 18 sometimes?
Yes, it's been absolutely freezing, down to 18 degrees Celsius.
For us, that's really cold.
Ah, terribly cold, yeah.
And I think every second person in Thailand has got the dreaded lurgy, but I'm fairly sure that's change in the weather, and also because people don't know how to cover their mouths when they cough. I'm absolutely certain of that. I've seen that everywhere. But anyway, today I'm going to make, because it's perfect weather, chicken and sweet corn soup. So I'll show you how to do it. So yesterday we went to Macro and I got some chicken. So this is just over half a kilo of chicken and it cost 42.5 baht. So that is about $2.10, maybe $2.10 for half a kilo of chicken. So what I'm just going to do now is I'm going to chop it up and I'm going to put it in the slow cooker. So I'll just chop that up quickly. Just chop that up, and I just want you to know I do have clean hands, okay? So I'm just going to whack that in our little slow cooker. Got to keep it all clean, otherwise they'll... Okay, so I've just got a cup of water there, boiling water here, and these are the chicken stock cubes we get here, so I'm just going to put a couple of those in. Oops, well, today we'll just put one in because that's all we've got. So I'll just put that in there. That'll dissolve eventually. Okay, so I'll put that in there and we'll cook that for about 3 hours and see how we go on high, and then I'll come back to you.
Right, folks, we're going to bake a loaf of bread today using our bread maker. This bread maker we brought to Thailand from Australia, but you can buy them here. Bread makers, that is, you can buy them. Now, we try and make our own bread whenever we can, because unfortunately most of the bread in Thailand is full of preservatives and other chemicals, and we just try and have it as natural as we possibly can. And the bread maker does a really good job for us. So we use bread flour. There's a few brands of bread flour in Thailand. We just get whichever's cheapest at the time. So White Swan is the one that's usually the cheapest one. We need a little bit of cooking oil, and in this case we use palm oil, but you can use any kind of oil you want, it doesn't matter, but this is the most popular oil in Thailand, palm oil. We use some dried yeast. We generally get this brand because it's easy to store in the fridge. But there are many other brands, and depending on your bread maker you might get better results with a different brand, but that's what we use. We use also a little bit of baking powder along with the yeast, and of course there's some salt here, Thai salt, and some ordinary white sugar, and of course magic water. So we just put everything in here and let the bread maker do its thing. So we've got to start off with 1 1/3 cups. I've cooked so many, or baked so many loaves of bread, you'd think I'd remember the recipe off by heart, but I don't. So we got 1 1/3 cups of water. We just use bottled water, obviously, just at room temperature. And I just got to find the mark here for 1/3. There we go. Now look, here's a trick for you. Here's a little bit of info. When you're using a bread machine, you've got to get the measurements exactly right. Some of the more expensive machines, it might be more tolerant of incorrect quantities, but the tip is to get it precisely right, how much of each thing you need. So now we need, okay, a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Now, of course, we're in Thailand, everything's metric. So that's 1 metric tablespoon right there. Alright, so the vegetable oil is in, and now we need a teaspoon of sugar. Salt. I don't put quite a full teaspoon in.
Didn't you say though you have to have the exact measurement?
Yes, I did say that, but I try and just tone the salt down a little bit, just for sodium. But yes, it's very important to keep the ingredients right, but that doesn't seem to be so critical. Now, we need 3 1/3 cups of this stuff here. This is this bread flour. So we'll get that as close as we can. 1. Very, very scientific. That's 2. And we're coming up to 3. Let's see if we can get a 3rd. I think we have. There we go. That's a 3rd.
You didn't measure that properly.
I've got an atomic brain. Right, I can see it. I can see it. This video is about doing what I say, not doing what I do.
No, that video is doing what you do and not what you say.
Okay.
It's the other way around.
Other way. Okay, so now we've got to do a 1 teaspoon of sugar, and we love sugar in Thailand, so we'll make sure we got the full teaspoon there. There we go, beautiful. And what else? 2 teaspoons of dried yeast. Now, this is not the most magnificent yeast, but we'll do the 1, 2 teaspoons. See that perfect measuring, folks?
Excellent.
You look at that. We'll put that back.
So this bread is to go with my chicken and sweet corn soup.
That's correct. That's correct. Now, you can get some wholemeal flour, but for our bread machine, it's very hard to make a wholemeal loaf. So we just make white.
Yeah, it never turns out.
It never turns out. It's too hard. Maybe a much fancier machine will do a better job, or fancier flour from Australia or somewhere. And there's a teaspoon there of baking powder. And I think we've got everything. We've made a mess, and that's important.
Oh, I'll clean that up.
And there we go. So that's it there. All we have to do now is go and put it in the bread machine. But here's a little trick for you. If you're doing this in Thailand, because it's so hot here and so on, the weather's so interesting. I put this onto a cycle just to make dough, because the yeast here seems to take a lot longer to work, to have an effect. So I make the dough and just let it sit in the pan in the machine until I see it's risen enough. Little trick, if you're finding your bread is not turning out too well, try that. Just make dough on the dough setting on the machine, and then let it prove itself. So there we go, folks. That's it, and we'll show you the cooked loaf shortly.
Now, the chicken has been in the slow cooker for a while now, so what I'm going to do is just break it apart. And this is one of the reasons why I like doing it in the slow cooker, because the chicken is really tender. You can do it in the the saucepan, no problem at all. But it may take a bit more boiling to get that nice soft chicken. Look, that just falls away. Okay, so that's going back in the slow cooker. And I'm going to now add my sweet corn. This is about the only one we can find in Thailand, and you can get that from Lotus. I can't remember how much a tin it is, so that's going into the slow cooker. Oh, but that just made it. Can I give that a bit of a stir? Uh-oh. I possibly should have used the big one. Okay, so I'll stir that up and then come back to that when it's ready to be served.
Righto folks, the bread is done. The bread is done. That's it in the tray here. It's still a bit hot. Just bear with me, I'll grab a cloth here.
Okay, we're back on.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that looks great.
Doesn't that look good, eh? We normally cut it this way. I think that looks perfect. Even if I say so myself. Here's another slice.
We'll put some nice butter on that and have it with the soup.
Yeah.
Yum.
Look, very good, eh?
I've just finished that off with some black pepper and some shallots, which our lovely neighbour grew. Very fresh shallots. Now that is the easiest, simplest chicken and sweet corn you can make. And it tastes delicious.